Hi, today I'm going to talk about once you accept the current stage, the next stage will come naturally. For that, I need to share my story. So, last year, I went to this center that deals with addiction problem. I went there because I found myself that I use my cell phone too much. I guess average time would be less than 6 hours a day, the time of using cell phone, I guess. But for me, I use more than like 90% of the time that I wake up. So if I wake up a whole day, like 15 hours or 16 hours, I use cell phone 14 or 15 hours. So like nearly 90% or more than 90% of my time. And it doesn't have to that I look at the cell phone. It's just like I play some YouTube videos or other videos and then do something else. But it's still I use my cell phone, right? And then I didn't find it a problem, even though that I have had that problem even from a long time ago. But I didn't see it as a problem. But weirdly, last year, I found that this is a problem and I want to change it. So from like September, I searched like centers around my neighborhood that people who can help me. So it's like a center that deals with the alcoholic problems and like drug problems and gambling problems. The cell phone is not the major addiction problem they deal with. They deal with the computer addiction, but not the cell phone addiction. But still, when I called them and then I asked them like, can I get the counseling service from you guys? And then they said you can, even though it's not like major issues they deal with, but still they offer me this 4-week addiction counseling program. And then during that program, they suggest me, the counselor suggest me for changing your like habit and for changing the addiction problem and make it less powerful in your life, you need to do this. Like, you need to plan your day and you need to routinize your day. That is the most important thing when you change the addiction problem, she said. But I mean, I have major issue about planning things. I have this major problem about planning and also like keeping promises and like responsibility issue. So I said back to her that I cannot do that. I cannot plan my day because I don't like plan at all. Planning and thinking about planning things and then keeping my planning promises. And then she said, okay, then maybe we try other stuff other than planning. So we tried few methods for weeks. But after I finished counseling with her, it was like November. From December, I found myself that I try planning in my life, such as right after I wake up, I write about myself, my mentality, my emotional status today. Did I sleep well? Or what is my working out schedule today? Something like that. I started planning my day and then write it down on computer. And that's a huge difference that I make. But, I told her that I cannot do that at the time. It was like October and November. So back then I had this emotional resistance against planning, right? But back then I didn't force myself because I felt that this is not the right timing, that I rush myself. So back then I didn't try planning. And I told her honestly that I cannot do it. And then I try other things, right? But weirdly, or like luckily, after only 1 month, even I couldn't receive any more counseling from her. It was only 4 weeks. So my counseling was finished like a month ago. And then beginning of December, I started planning my days. And then it came naturally to me. And then I realized it came naturally to me because I accept that I was not ready back then. I accept that this is not a right timing. But what if I rushed myself? I mean, maybe it still worked out, but I didn't rush myself because this is my life lesson that I've learned past few years, more than few years, like several years, that rushing is not a good thing. But in a lot of like self-help books, people say like, you need to do it right now. Once you think about it, you need to do it right now, right? Like they say that not right timing is come to you naturally. There's no right timing. You need to do it right now. Something like that. And then I followed that mentality too, like more than several times. But it failed in many ways. And also, if I rush myself and if I feel like awkwardness or if I feel uncomfortable during doing it, there is no it's hard to be persistent. If you rush myself, you can do it 1 or 2 times, but you still find it uncomfortable to keep doing it. So you cannot do it persistently. I think that's the thing. If you feel comfortable about doing it, you can do it persistently. But if you rush the timing, if you force yourself to do things, if it's not the right stage, you cannot do it persistently. So the thing about accepting the current stage and then accepting the fact that you're not ready, I think it's better in being more persistent in the future. So maybe for right now, I couldn't. So last October, I accept the fact that it's not the right timing for me to be more productive or to be more like, what is it? To make more plans back then. But I accept it. And then December, so 2 months later, or like 1 month later after the completion of the counseling service, that planning stage came to me. And then after that, it's like the middle of January, so past more than 1 month, I do it every day. I write every day. And I reflect myself every day. My sleeping pattern, my eating pattern, my exercising pattern, my mentality, my emotional status, my goal, and my job planning, everything. I write every day and I do every day. I reflect myself every day. But what if I force myself the timing? I think I would give up. I think I would give up. And then maybe it did a few times or maybe several times. But forcing and then rushing can make you do 1 or 2 times, but not more than 30 times or not more than 50 times. If you want to do something more than 30 times, more than 50 times, more than 100 times, I think there has to be I think you need something that how to describe it in English? I think there is, you need to, mm, you need to meet this comfortable status, comfortable stage that, oh, I think I'm ready. And then when you do something or making a new habit, it can be persistent. So this is not my main channel. My main channel, I speak Korean. And then I started that channel like last July, August. Yeah, August. And then I do make videos persistently. The reason why I can do it persistent is because I didn't rush and I didn't force myself. I make it all naturally. I do it all naturally. And then just like I listen my intuition. Sometimes I plan to make videos, but I don't force myself. That's the thing. I don't rush myself. So I don't really respect people who say, you need to do it right now, even though you feel uncomfortable about it. No. I've tried it a lot of times, but if you feel uncomfortable, how about be more generous to yourself and then just wait for the right timing? And then when people say and make you afraid of the things that there is no right timing, this is the right timing. No, maybe there is a right timing for me. For example, like I don't talk to my mother these days. It's been like more than, oh, not more than, but like 4 years, nearly 4 years. But I feel comfortable not talking to her. Some people would say, try talk to her. There is no right timing making relationship better. Like talk to her right now. Some people will say that, but no, I want to wait for the right timing. That maybe in the future I can feel that I think it's the right timing for me now. I talk my mother, and then I think I will feel comfortable about it. Maybe in the future, maybe that will be 10 years later or 20 years later, I don't know, but I don't want to rush it. And I don't want to force myself because I know if I force it, that will make me feel uncomfortable. And yeah, feeling uncomfortable is not a bad thing. And sometimes in some areas in our life, it's okay to be uncomfortable about things, but keep doing it. But now I think I know that it's okay to feel uncomfortable and keep doing it, and things that you need to wait for the right timing. I think I can tell what are these and what are those. So if you are thinking about forcing yourself and making changes in your life, and because you read or you listen from other people that you need to force and you need to like rush, I would tell you that you have your own timing. And yeah, maybe there is not a perfect timing, but my experiences, I figured out there is better timing. And maybe like nearly perfect timing. And then last December, I think that was nearly perfect timing for me. Or I would say just perfect timing for me planning again. And then make plans in my life and keeping that promises, keeping that plan. I feel comfortable about it now. Because I didn't rush. Because I waited for my timing. So I think that was my perfect timing. And then people say, like, there's no perfect timing. There's no perfect timing. No, I think there is perfect timing. And I experienced it in my life. So if you feel scared or if you feel unstable or insecure about what if there's no perfect timing? I need to do it right now. I want to rush it. Maybe that is good for you, maybe. Or maybe there is better solution for you, but my story is also a reality, like my reality. So for me, I experience perfect timing. So I also want to tell you that maybe there is a perfect timing for you too. Maybe you don't need to rush too much or force yourself too much so that you can make changes in your life. There is, maybe there is perfect timing for you too. And I want you to wait for yourself a little bit. If you feel uncomfortable talking to your mom and dad, well, how about just like wait better timing for your emotional security. Then one day or someday in the future, you can feel more comfortable talking to your family again. Some people say, like, what if your mom and dad will die next month? So, like, so talk to your dad and mom right now. If they will dad, and that's the destiny maybe. And then yeah, I think like that these days, like, what if my mom and dad will die like next month? And that's the destiny. That's not the reason why I should force myself to talk to them again. And then I would just like accept the fact my stage and my current status is this. And I want to wait for the better timing and possibly and hopefully perfect timing, just like I experienced last December. I hope my video could help you in some way, and I hope we can see each other again. Thanks.